Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Growing Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today is July 7th of 2025. It's Monday at 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius. Today we're working on Roy's Juniper. I took it out from where it was growing, and no signs of good growth, but it's still green. So I clipped this morning all the downward facing branches, all the pukey branches that were on it. I cut off the branches here and here to open it up, and this is more like a windswept look that Roy was trying to get. Now I got this pot from him last year, and it wasn't growing for him early in the spring, so it overwintered well. So right now, I know it's a long time of the day to do it, but I have to do it. And it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, 1:30 p.m. And this pot has been tied in with wire. I don't like wire. I never liked wire in bonsai, but you know, people love to do it, so it's their prerogative. But for me, I don't. So let's see if I can get this wire off and see how the roots look, because there's no roots growing out of here. So we finally got this piece off. Now let's see if we can get this out of the pot. I'm just using my steak fork to see if we can get it out of the pot. Now I did this before. No, I didn't. I just put water, blue marbles in there for Roy. I would never use wire on a tree. Well, for me, it's not my thing. So, we got the wire out. I don't know where it's at in there, so we're going to use Matt's root hook. I'm pretty sure I worked on this, but I don't know how I think I just slip potted it. No, I didn't, because I don't know, they used a mesh on here to cover the holes, but this is wire. I don't use wire, so this is not the way I do it. So I don't know if we can get this wire off or not, because you can see it's like entangled in the roots some way. And these roots do not show a lot of signs of active growth. So once I get all this out of here, and if I can find out where these roots are, this wire is, we can get it off the roots and off around the girth of the tree there. That's just going to be junk. Yeah, this I don't like using wire. It detracts from the tree. And this tree is not my soil. I don't know what kind of mix this is. You're not seeing what I'm doing. But I'm really trying to get all this wire off. This is the goofy wire that I got off. So I'm just going in there and seeing what we got, because these roots really don't have a chance to dry out or to grow or anything. But I'm surprised it took off and lasted all this time. Strong little, that's what I like, strong trees. I took a lot off, so it ain't gonna hurt what we're doing. And I got my other root pruning scissors here, which I should have kept. Let's cut these off. And now you can see how nice it is. We'll open these roots out some like this to fit it in the pot. But before we do that, I have to really, see, I don't have to worry about this. I just put this in here, get a lot of that soil off. Get all this off, clear all this out, clear all this stuff out. I'll get Mr. Elephant to help us wash all that out. Thank you, Mr. Elephant. I think we're going to have to fill Mr. Elephant up too. Now this is a good pot that they make because this is all ceramic on the inside, so you can fill this up. It's got a nice blue bottom, so it'll have a nice blue reflection and the water won't seep through, not like the other bonsai pots that I had that were made that way. Only they didn't have the ceramic in there to keep that section blocked. So I could probably use the old screens that they had in there, but now they're all pukey looking. So I'm just gonna throw all this stuff out. Wipe my hands. Yeah, because this is mainly rocks. I don't know what kind of soil they used when they planted it, because they do this in mass production. So let's see what I have. Perfect. Get all that out. This will fit right over it. Matt, you make a good root rake. Let me wipe it off so I don't get it all discombobulated here. And how's my hoary trowel working from Ironwood Tools? Man, I use that all the time, especially around the church, digging out stuff in that hard soil. That's one of the best tools in the world. Now we're gonna get Ted's mix. Oop, if I can get it up. Take this over here. No, I can't because that's way in your way. So I'm just gonna have to reach. And for this tree, I'm going to take some my azus, and we're going to squirt that all over the roots once we get it in. So let me get my Ted's mix. We're going to use Ted's mix on this. Get that straight in there. Get all the nooks and crannies. All off. The roots are nice. We're just going to give them a slight trim around. They look pretty healthy. Now we can have this tree, they're situated this way, which I think is a better way of doing it. So what we'll do is get this one main big root off. So we can let it sit flat. Take our azus. We got that all over the tree roots. And now, make a mound. So we make sure this tree is in there correctly. And we'll wiggle it in like that. And you can see this is much better. It highlights the top. So we'll hold this down. I'm just going to add a little bit of chicken grit, number 1, on the bottom there. So it holds it down so I can get Ted's mix in. fire the mix into the roots. Just like that. Take a little more soil, put it there. Now some of that root might dry out, but that's all right on the top. But right now we want this to grow out this way. Let's get Mr. Elephant, we'll give it a little bit of water. There we go. Just to water it in a little bit more. And then we'll get our bigger cup so I can handle the soil more. With Mr. Spoon. Mr. Clock, I gotta wind up. See why he's off kilter. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Now this isn't going outside until the evening because the sun is out. It's hot. So we're going to just put it out like this. Okay. Then we are going to take our chicken grit on the top to cover it. Take Mr. Spoon. Put it around like that. Just like that. Hold your hand there so it doesn't go into the pond, but a little bit goes into the pond. I think we can have, instead of a blue bottom, we can have a nice, like a reddish bottom. I'll just put this on like that. Get that in. See, with the ball in on Mr. Spoon, we can really get this into the soil. Okay, take our tissue, wipe our inside real good. Push it down real good. Get Mr. Elephant to water him in. I think, Mr. Elephant, you're going to need some more water. Let's see if I got some more water to fill up Mr. Elephant. Yep, we got some left. I got to get my aquarium dechlorinator. Make another gallon for Mr. Elephant. But for right now, I think that'll work. Just like that, and then we can fill this up and have our little reflecting pond. As you can see there. Now this is all the water flowing out of here, not out of the pond. And this will give humidity to the tree. And you can see with the water in there, how nice it looks with a blue bottom. Look at that. Just like that. And Mr. Elephant says hello to all the kitties out there. And here you go. So when Roy stops by, if he ever stops by, because I know he's working hard at his store, I got your tree ready for you, Roy. And I'll find a little item to put under there. Let's see if I got anything right here. I do not. I have a little house that we can put here, growing in the red soil, and we can probably take some of our sand and put that around the house and go from there. Just like that. Little pathway coming out so he can take his walk. The man that lives in the house, and that divides the forest where he lives. Get a Mr. Squirt bottle. Something nice and simple, and you can see how that water's not gonna go in. We got the little house right there with the tree. So there you have it, something nice and small. Maybe I'll find a little figurine over there for later, but I think that looks pretty good. So have a good day. Today's Monday. It's comedy night. George Burns and Gracie Allen, Jack Benny, Armis Brooks, the Bickersons, Life with Luigi, all good radio shows. So you take care, everybody, and enjoy the day. And remember, if you don't try, you're not going to do it. So let's hope it's out of season. Let's hope this takes off for us. I'll put it outside tonight, and we'll go from there and see how it turns out. And I'll have to put a marker on there to say, I think this is one of them Green Mountain junipers. But I think we cleaned up all the dead pads and everything growing down, and all these pukey branches that were all over the place, and we'll go from there. So, have a good day, take care, and enjoy the day, because today is a nice, cool day.